Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. AIM-listed gemstone miner Gemfields says that carat for carat, coloured gemstones frequently outvalue some of the finest diamonds. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer tells us more. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Shannon.
Mining company Pallinghurst maintains that the coloured gemstone opportunity is potentially as substantial as the diamond opportunity. Can you tell us more?
Yes, diamonds have been a particularly successful story. De Beers have managed and marketed diamonds extremely well. There's been a consistency of supply, consistency of quality, consistency of marketing, and they've marketed very well. People all know a diamond is forever, and so they've got that through to the market. What Pallinghurst and Gemfields, and Pallinghurst of course is listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. It's led, its chairman is Brian Gilbertson, who's a very well-known figure in mining. And then Gemfields, that is listed in London on the AIM, and that is headed by Ian Harbottle. And so they're working very well together because Pallinghurst is quite a big shareholder in Gemfields. And the idea is that, they must do for coloured gemstones what De Beers did for diamonds. If they can get that right, of course it's a different era, there's likely to be more competition. De Beers had 100 years of head start, and they were really the only player in it for a lot of the time. So I don't think they're going to get that same scale, but certainly they want to apply some of the good points that diamonds have achieved through De Beers, and try and do that with the radiant greens of emeralds and the princely purples of the amethyst, and they're looking at rubies in Mozambique. Their biggest mine, of course, is the Gem mine in Zambia. So it's good for Zambia, good for Africa to get these emeralds. They just had an auction in India. It went down very well. I've seen some of the reports on it, and they're going to have a lot more auctions. So they're starting to get a tempo into the business that's quite positive and good for all concerned.
Gemfields is introducing modern mining techniques to remedy the problem of inconsistent supply. What are they referring to?
You can see how advanced De Beers is with its mining. The open pits are scientific, and how they manage the whole mining operation and balance it. It's always extremely well done. Brian Gilbertson, of course, comes out of BHP Billiton. He was the CEO of BHP Billiton. So there tends to be excellence, mining excellence, when the big majors get involved. And they want to apply that same sort of philosophy to the coloured gemstones mining, which has really been neglected. Governments haven't seen this as a big revenue spinner. It's been a peripheral activity, normally by very small players, often by people who might not have been as ethical as they should have been. So they're trying to change the way you mine so that you can also have consistency of supply. So you can have a product line. And I've seen, the jewelry lines. I saw one recently in Botswana. And you do need this consistency of gem size, etc. They're trying to work that out so that you can have a product line. And of course, what people are seeing when they go to Paris and London these days, they look in the display windows in Bond Street, and it's not only the white diamonds that you see these days, but it's a blaze of colour, coming in the form of emeralds and sapphires and rubies. And this is what they are seeing as an important opportunity. They have believed that they can do something special with the coloured gemstones, and of course Pallinghurst also has Fabergé, so there's a good link there as well from a marketing point of view. So they'll tie that all together, one hopes, and I think we need to keep tabs with how they do it.
Do you think it will also increase the value of the stones because they're relatively inconsistent?
Already there's an uplift in the value, and that's what Ian Harbottle is saying. Our quote, that we quoted him saying, we're reinstating the value of coloured gemstones. Now, they say that in the 40s, gemstones and diamonds were running neck and neck, particularly, India liked the colour. India is now very big in diamonds because there was this good supply coming through they feel that if they get the supply right, it'll put these gemstones, back in people's vision. And so maybe they can get back to that neck and neck situation with diamonds, and because they fell back rather badly, and they feel they've got strategies in place. They also have got partly government ownership. So the Kagem mine in Zambia is 25% owned by the government, so therefore the people of Zambia. So that's an important aspect given the new leadership in Zambia, which has been saying, look, we want the people to be involved. And then with the amethysts that they mine in Zambia, also at the Kagem, within the Kagem umbrella, that's, I think, owned 50% by the government. So again, that's a good thing. And then they're looking in northern Mozambique, where they have acquired 75% of a ruby deposit there, which they think could become the world's biggest ruby deposit, the world's biggest ruby mine.
Now, speaking about mining, they're also conscious about the environment. Can you tell us more about their environmental plan? Yeah,
they've tied up, with the World Bank Trust, and they're partnering with the World Bank Trust in the same way as diamonds have introduced the Kimberley process to make sure that there are no blood diamonds, as they were. They don't want any blood-coloured gemstones. They want to make sure that these are ethically and transparently sourced. So immediately they are striking up this partnership so that people are comforted that the source of these gemstones are holy and wholesome and not involving warlords and other nefarious elements. They also I think from the environmental point of view, they're trying to neutralize their carbon footprint.
Yes.
So they're planting about 300,000 trees in the dumps where the Kagem mine is, and filling the pits with water and fish and introducing agriculture. So they're trying to do the right thing from the start. And they're also buying fresh produce from the local farmers that get involved there. So the overall plan has enabled them to reduce their environmental liability from something like $5.5 million to $500,000. So that's a very big change. So the government there has noted that, look, they're doing the right thing early, and therefore their liability can come down from an onerous point of view to one rather manageable.
Seems like a win-win situation then.
It does.
Thank you very much, Martin.
Pleasure, Shannon.
That's the show for today. Join us again next time for more news and insight into what's happening in the mining world.